More on this breaking news, a major arrest in the Crystal Rogers case. It's been 8 years since she disappeared. The FBI and Kentucky State Police have arrested Brooks Houck, Crystal Rogers' former boyfriend and main suspect in the case. Just hours ago, we learned Brooks Houck is charged with murder and tampering with physical evidence in the death of Rogers. Our Focus investigator Shane McAllister has been a leader in following this case since day one. She is now live in Bardstown with the latest. Shay, what can you tell us?
Hey, Brooke, well, let me put this into perspective. When you wonder if anybody here cares about this arrest, since we got here about an hour ago, I have talked to no fewer than 5 different people who have come here just hoping to learn some information. Not family members, no one connected, just Bardstown community members asking, is it true? Was Brooks Houck arrested today? And of course, we tell them yes. We have the court documents right here spelling out exactly what he's charged with. Something that really stands out on these court documents, Crystal Rogers' name is on here. So these aren't just charges that could be related to anything. We know Brooks Houck has been charged with the murder of Crystal Rogers. We know it is in connection to incidents from 4th of July weekend 2015, which of course is when Crystal was first reported missing. I have spoken to members of the Ballard family today. They tell me they're absolutely in shock. Of course, this is something that they have been waiting for. The Ballard family has been very outspoken in their belief that Brooks Houck was responsible for the disappearance of Crystal Rogers. But today, actually hearing the news is certainly weighing heavy on them. They tell me they are in shock, they are happy, but they're processing this. And then there's another side of the story that I'm getting tons of questions about and I want to update you on. And that is the custody of Crystal's youngest son, Eli. Brooks Houck and Crystal Rogers had a child together. Just few years before she went missing. He was not even 2 years old yet. At that time, when she went missing, Brooks was sharing custody with Sherry Ballard. That didn't last long because Brooks started filing motions in the court saying that Sherry was changing the way his son felt about him, that they were telling him lies. And eventually a judge took away visitation from Sherry Ballard. It was something very difficult for her. We talked about it many years ago. Well, today I talked to the clerk about what could be happening with that little boy right now. The clerk told me that in theory, Sherry could file an emergency custody petition. A judge could grant it today, and Sherry could get custody of that little boy by the end of the day. Of course, family court proceedings are private. That is something that the Ballard family will have to share with me later. We are planning to talk to them here very soon to get an update on that. But it is a very, very busy day down here in Bardstown. The next big development is going to come next week, Brooke. That's when we're expecting Brooks Houck to be in court, charged with the murder of Crystal Rogers. We'll send it back to you.
Shay, thank you. And again, always on top of this case since day one. Let's take a look at the timeline of events since Crystal's disappearance. She was last seen alive on July 3rd of 2015. And at the time, the Nelson County Sheriff's Office was handling the case. Brooks Houck told police the couple had fed cows at their family farm and then went home together. That's when he said the next morning she was gone. 4 months later, the sheriff at the time announced Crystal was presumed dead and declared Houck the main suspect. The FBI took over Crystal's case 5 years after that. They'd spend the next 2 years searching several properties from the home of Brooks' brother, former Bardstown police officer Nick Houck, to the family farm multiple times. And that brings us to June 21st of this year, when a grand jury indicted 32-year-old Joseph Lawson on 2 charges: conspiracy to commit murder and tampering with physical evidence. His attorney confirmed it was in connection to Crystal's case. And finally, today, the arrest of Brooks Houck as of this morning, again in jail on $10 million cash bond.